it's a drug that we don't have an answer for if somebody uses too much of it. And just over 1 gram of xylazine is a fatal dose.
The Southern Nevada Health District found a Tranq is actually in its illicit drug supply. Now, Tranq is the street name for the drug Xylazine, and we're told that it's becoming more prominent around the country. Xylazine has been linked to 3 overdose deaths in Clark County last year, an increase from 2020 when there was just 1.
Also known as the zombie drug because of the way it makes users appear. The drug is only approved for use by vets on animals, is not for humans to use at all. Xylazine can cause extreme drowsiness, amnesia, slowed breathing, wounds that can become infected. That's another reason it's called the zombie drug, and even death, as we mentioned earlier. Tiffany Lane has been talking with some community leaders looking to get ahead of this drug spreading on our streets. Tiffany?
Yes, Jim Latoya, while we haven't seen widespread use of xylazine like we have drugs like fentanyl, the spread we're seeing nationwide is starting to concern health officials. Today I spoke with someone who knows the impact too well since he's used it himself.
And I'm done with death. I'm ready for life.
Kevin Little has a new perspective on life after his most recent stint behind bars.
I got out this morning, 8:30 this morning. I just got out here for rehabilitation and recovery, just trying to get my life in order and get back in motion, really.
The 29-year-old Las Vegas native started using drugs nearly a decade ago after his father took his own life.
Started with heroin, pills, now doing fentanyl. Been doing that for the past 2 years and using that frequently daily.
More recently, he was hit hard, finding out that his fentanyl was laced with xylazine, also known as the zombie drug.
Unknowingly at first, but yeah, after a few uses, I noticed the difference, and all my friends were, and people were dropping in the bathrooms at casinos.
Xylazine is a non-opioid sedative or tranquilizer, and it can be smoked, snorted, swallowed, or injected.
It was just like at least 10 times stronger. I mean, it put me just flat. It had me just comatose.
Most of the time, people don't know it's present in other drugs, similar to what happened to Little until dealers told him. His drug use led to crime.
I've lost everything, man. It's taken everything from me, and just silently and just like that, it's the worst thing ever.
Little says the last month and a half in jail, he was forced to become clean. His first stop was Vegas Stronger, a nonprofit that provides substance abuse disorders and mental illness resources. They've been testing clients for xylazine over the past few months.
We use a urine test, or we call it a UA, and we have an outside lab with a pathologist who reviews the results, and we also have xylazine test strips. We didn't have clients test positive for xylazine until the second quarter of this year, but xylazine is in Las Vegas now.
CEO David Marlin says there are some additional challenges with the zombie drug in comparison to popular opioids like fentanyl and heroin.
Narcan works to help reverse overdose of opiates, but it does not work for xylazine. So it's a drug that we don't have an answer for.
As Little works on his recovery with the center, he hopes to educate others on how dangerous these drugs can be in more ways than one, saying he's thankful to be alive.
I don't know if it's luck, but man, I must be the luckiest guy in the world, man, because I've lost too many, man. Yeah, I'm lucky. Just luck. I could be the next man in the grave, 6 feet deep.
And a difficult message there, but he was very thankful he could share that with the community because he hopes that it can create change. Now, because of the impact of the opioid crisis, fentanyl mixed with xylazine was actually declared an emerging threat by the White House's Office of National Drug Control Policy. Now, for a list of resources regarding xylazine, you can head to our website, news3lv.com.